right, good morning. I had to share because overnight we had 7 babies born, 7 babies hatched. Aren't they cute? Just look at them. Some of them are much drier. They were born earlier in the day, but most of them were born overnight. To get this where I can read, that's the only thing about it. All right. Hi, Teresa. Good morning. Good morning, Rebecca. I'm just introducing our newest babies. These are the ones that Jack gave us at 10 Killer, the eggs that he gave us. And I need to get in there and clean out the shells that are left over, because there's quite a few that are left over. Hey, Joy. How are you this morning? Morning, Michael. Some of them are laid out. When I walked up this morning to look at them, there was one laid out over on this side, and I thought, oh, is that baby breathing? Because that sucker was, I mean, flat out. But it was. It was just resting. I got to get those shells out of there, but it's kind of hard to get them out because there's so many babies in there. I'm trying to be trying to avoid anybody coming out. Good morning, Janae. Well, they will be freed. They'll be in a brooder for a little while because they'll be too little to take care of themselves. And once they get bigger and able to do, I'll have them down there in the grow out pen that I've made so they can get bigger. And once they're big enough to do on their own, they will be free range with the rest of them. But I got to get them up big enough and then get them introduced to the others. Hello, Coaster Cat. Good morning. These will go in the brooder. The ones that are the driest, the two, there was one that was born yesterday and one was born before I went to bed last night. And those two should be dry enough, but I'll put them in the brooder probably this afternoon. But these others that were born last night, it'll be a little while longer before they are at that point. Can you guys see this egg? Let me see. Let me turn this just a little bit, because see this egg that's right here on this side? That egg is, you can see feathers sticking out of it, and then the one that's right behind it You see both of them moving. They are both on the verge of hatching. They are getting very close. Babies are just a little clumsy when they're this little. As I said earlier, I have stages where they go. They're in here until they're completely dried off. Then they go to the brooder. Then they'll go to the grow out pen when they get big enough. And then they'll go in with everybody else and be free range. I prefer to have my chickens free range because they take care of bugs and such and any things like that. So it's much better if you can free range your chickens, although it's much more dangerous because we have predators around here. But that's Luna's job. Luna's supposed to take care of the predators for us. At the very least, scare them off. Oh gosh, Rebecca, I bet you and Ronald are tired. Although I suspect Ronald may have slept some on the way home while you were driving. But I bet you're both tired from that drive. So just FYI, I told you this egg here is just about to hatch. This one is even closer. There's part of the baby sticking out. This one back here is also cracked pretty good. And then there's one back here in the back that's got a big crack on it. And this one right over here, which I may think I've taken it, but there's one on this side that's got a nice crack in it. I can see the baby moving around for it. And at the very back here, there's a little beak sticking out. So we've got several more. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 more getting ready to hatch. So that'll be a baker's dozen when all those hatch. That's the second. This one back here with the beak sticking out is actually the second one I've had like that. Just sitting there with the little beak sticking out. Good morning, Circle J. Thanks for coming in and checking out the new babies. Well, that baby over here is talking. This one right here. I feel like that's going to be the next one to hatch. Trying to rearrange a few things here, so maybe I can move this around. You can see that one when it hatches a little bit better. Although it's going to get some help from the ones running around inside there. They jostle the unhatched around pretty good. Just not quite at that stage. don't know what it is about chicks, but they like to be born in the middle of the night. They like to crack those eggs. I don't know if they like coming out in the dark or what. Everybody's laying right up front. Well, not everybody, but several of them are. Hello, babies. Thanks for popping in, Michael. You have a good day. It was so cute yesterday when it was just the one baby. It'd be way back at the back of the incubator, but when I would start talking to it, it'd run, and I mean run up here to the front. Hey, babies. Why? Let's see. Are we getting in? Oh, the baby's trying. It's pushing. I don't know if it's smushed up against the side too much. And it's definitely moving that egg around a lot. What better way is there to start your day than with brand new babies? Walk in and find 5 more than what was there when you went to bed, and more on the way. It's so exciting. Everybody's got to take a break now. I think I'm just going to leave it sitting here for a few and keep an eye on this one here. I'm guessing you guys can see real good the bit that's sticking out, a bit of chicken that's sticking out right there, or excuse me, chick. Oh, that one's gotten some energy. You can tell when it starts to chirp and push. Oh, it's getting so close. I don't know, it might help that little one a little bit if the 3 of them weren't sleeping right behind it. But they're so sweet. Good morning, Tracy. Yes, these are the eggs that Jack gave me at Tenkiller. These are the American breast chicks. And this is our first time to ever have American breast chicks, so it's very exciting. And it looks like our hatch rate's going to be pretty nice. Said earlier, I've got 7 of them that are out right now, and I can see for sure that there are 6 more that are moving along. This one being the closest to hatching, because you can see that one is moving and pushing. And then there's one in the back that just has its beak stuck out. But 6 more would make a baker's dozen to start with. And who knows, there's 4 more eggs besides that in there. And maybe they're just a little bit behind, because these are all, these were done different days, but of course they were all put in here on the same day. So and last night, today would be hatching day, and of course there had to be a couple of overachievers that started a little early. These are probably going to go out with everybody else to roam, but if I get ready, if I want to hatch some eggs, then I can separate them and just put American breast with American breast. As far as, you know, I'm not worried about it if we're not trying to sell the eggs, or except for like eating eggs, but if we're just doing it just to have them lay eggs, I don't care if they're with the gen pop, the general population. But if we do decide that we want to sell some of the eggs, I can definitely separate them and then get some pure American breast eggs, which are worth more than barnyard mix. So which means I will need to keep at least, probably keep one rooster out of this crew. Fingers crossed. It's a whole lot more hens than it is roosters. Hey Wendy, good to have you in here. You're not too late, because the one that I'm trying to catch being hatched over there is getting closer and closer, but hasn't been hatched yet. I don't know if I can. One of the limitations of this incubator that I've found, something that Michelle over at Red Dirt Rooster Road mentioned, and I agree with this one, the floor of it that they're on is dead even with where the top comes up. So if I open it up, I'm scared one of them might fall out if I'm not really careful. So I'm a little worried to open it up to try to get these eggshells out. I just love baby chicks. They're so cute. Yes, they are. And they're so sweet. Well, at least that one doesn't have anybody laying against it right now, so maybe it could push and get out a little easier. Get it, babies. Maybe if they'll move away from the front for a minute, I might get those, at least get those shells that are right at the front out. Well, there's a lot of movement coming from that one. That baby bad wants to be the next one born. This one on this side is doing a good job of unzipping the egg, though. That's what is so cool about it. I mean, you look at it like this one here on the front, you can see where the chick did exactly what it needed to do. Went in a pattern around it, and so it just split open. They're so good at unzippering. Good morning, Maggie. Nice to have you in here. Yeah, they are very active. They're active in spurts, but that has to do with them getting all that energy from absorbing the yolk, or all the energy from the yolk and the white and all that didn't turn into them. They get to absorb all that, and it does give them some good energy. That's why you don't have to worry about feeding them for the first 24 or so hours, because they did get a lot to eat. Now, when you offer them food, they're going to go nuts and munch on it, but they're not hurt to be in there without food. Oh gosh, baby. Whoop, that was a flop. Welcome in, Thomas. Welcome from Germany there. That's appreciate you coming in and checking out the new life that we have. Yes. We love having new babies around here. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of trouble to keep up with them and keep them going, but that's part of it. I just got the brooder clean, or not, well, I got it cleared out of chicks, and now I got to clean it up and get it ready for these guys to get in it. Those bursts of energy are so funny, and then they'll just crash. Whoop! Guys, calm down. I keep falling over backwards. You're so funny. Well, Maggie, we've not done a lot of raising to sell eggs we mostly keep or give away to family what we have, but if we get our numbers up some, we may sell some. And I don't know, we may raise some chicks and do it, but if I do decide to sell some of these, I mean, it's a rare chance for us to have a pure breed. We had some Americanas in our Americana rooster, but we don't have any more Americanas or Easter eggers. So he's just providing Americana DNA to his offspring to give them some of the qualities. But with this, I'm sure we'll have a rooster or more. So we'll see what happens there. But it's, oh, the one on this side over here is shaking a little bit. I don't have it where you can see that one as well because I feel sure this one right here is going to be the next one to hatch. So I wanted to highlight it while everybody's, let's say while everybody's still for a moment, but this one got right up against the front again. I was going to see about if I could grab, let's see if I can grab a couple of these shells and just get them out of the way. Look out, babies. There we go. At least get a little bit of room made right there in the front. Chicks are so curious about everything that moves, or even things that don't move. Hello, Molly. Welcome in. Hi, Scotty. Prayers for your procedure this morning. Probably needed a little extra sleep to get things going for today. Well, Maggie, we love Americanas, Easter eggers. We love them. I love to have those good olive eggs. I still got some that lay those colors somewhat, but of course we don't have any that are that or bred for that particularly. But we might have to talk about that because I do love my Americanas. They're just in general, their nature and their eggs and all. Some of my very favorite chickens we've ever had have been Americanas. Americanas and our current Buff Orpington Lovey, because she's named that for a reason. If y'all hear some whining in the background, Moose is whining a little bit. Leah's not up yet and she's wanting him to go take her outside. I've had multiple Americanas that have been really good at being picked up, or I had one that really loved to fly up on my shoulder. She loved getting up on my shoulder, but right now the only one that we have that really wants to be picked up is Lovey. Well, and I know she wants it, but she doesn't run from you. She doesn't fight it. She she will be more than happy to let you. And she's also the one that you really have to watch out, because if you leave the door open in your vehicle, she's going to get in. Which my daughter doesn't like chickens. She loves chicks, but she doesn't like chickens. So she has a real problem with Lovey getting in there. I'm like, but it's only Lovey. She said, it's a chicken. Now, I'm going to try to hang on the live. I got to get to work. But I'm going to try to hang on the live till at least one of these guys comes out. Looks like this one here may be trying to upstage the one behind it there and be the next one out. They're both moving around a whole lot, and the one on the other side is moving around a good bit too. I'll answer for Scotty in case he's doing something else, Janae, but yeah, he is. It is scheduled, I believe, for 10:30 this morning. I always love it when I walked in here yesterday morning. Yes, yesterday morning, and everything's quiet. I can start to see some pipping and all, but then you start to hear a little chirping going on. And there's not a chick to be seen, but there's some chirping, and I love that. I'll have to look, Maggie, but I think ours is, our weather is supposed to come in tomorrow morning, but I'm not totally sure. I didn't realize we were supposed to get rain like we got Saturday night. I thought it was Friday night and it wasn't Saturday night, and then we got some good hard rains on Saturday night too, so. Come on, babies. Come see us. It's so tempting to want to reach in there and help them crack the egg and all, but this is all part of the natural process. It makes them better. It makes them stronger. It helps them to absorb the last of the nutrients that they need and everything. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to watch. If I thought one got to a point where it really needed help, it'd been there for way too long, I might do something, but I'm going to leave it alone. Ooh, Maggie, golf ball size hail, did it do a lot of damage? Because that stuff, that kind of sized hail could do a lot of damage. They've been having, that's the thing that's driving me nuts, is we haven't had any so far, thank goodness. But I've seen it a lot where hail is a big thing in these rains over the last, or these storms over the last few days. They, this weatherman that we have here in Arkansas, Todd Jacobian, he had a picture that he shared from, I don't even remember where it was from, but it was like a river. It looked like it had snowed, but it was hail. It wasn't golf ball size. Well, they did have had some as big as like baseball and even softball size. I want none of that. Not sure my car would survive it. Of course, I'm not in the garage. Even if I had it cleaned out where I could get in, there's a brooder sitting in there that these guys are going in. Well, that's good news, Maggie. I'm glad to hear that. We're all getting so close. They're all at such different stages. Can you see that one? I don't know if you guys can see that one on this side real good. It's just laying there breathing right now. Oh, there's the beak. I couldn't see the one on the back. I couldn't see its beak anymore because the others were laying around it, but I can see its beak now. CD-sized hail sounds deadly. I mean, that could hurt somebody. And absolutely, Wendy, you definitely want to pray against any of that bad weather. We certainly do seem to be having a lot of it here lately. I know part of the discussion last night was that weather is very cyclical and it comes back around and all, but man, we used to not, I know when I was a kid, I don't think we had trees come down as often as what we have now. I think it's just because we have so much wind these days. Come on, baby, you're getting there. You're getting there. Let me see if I can come around. I don't know. There's stuff in the floor here that's going to cause me problems. See if I can get on that a little bit better. Is that a little better? I know you can see this one real good. I'm trying to get you to see this guy right around the corner there. Hello, baby. Hello. Oh, cuties. They're so unstable on their feet. They get so much better at that. Oh, I see movement on the one behind this one too. Well, I was surely hoping that that baby was going, one of those babies is going to be out of there by now. Oh, this one over here. I didn't realize that the one on the other side has a crack almost all the way around the egg. I saw it on one side. I didn't realize it went all the way around. That's great. That one ought to be real close to breaking that egg open. I thought for sure this one would be next just because so much of it is already sticking out. Oops, hush. I may have to switch to the other side. Show you guys this one over here. This one, let's see, getting the right spot. You see this one right here? See it moving? I think maybe that one's going to be the next one because, like I said, the egg is cracked all the way around. There's probably maybe I don't know, a fourth or a fifth of it that's not cracked or open right now. Just a little bit of membrane that's holding it at the moment, I think, is it. And that baby's pushing too. Hush. Good morning, Ed. Yes. Can't help but like chicks. They're so cute. They're just so little. They're so cute. Especially these little bitty guys like this that are just born. They're clumsy. They're adorable. They're so tiny. Oh yeah. Some of that membrane that's holding on is starting to let go now. Oh, there we go. There we go. I see a foot. Yep, I believe this is going to be the next one. I'm going to be like Michelle at Red Dirt Rooster Road. I'm going to say that she's getting real close to coming out. Get that foot hooked on there and push a little bit. There you go. Oh, see a little wing. Oh, there we go. We got a foot and a head. Well, get off of that baby. Let the baby come out. Goodness. I'm going to pick you guys up and change the angles. Like, get off that baby's head. Look at that. Yep. There we go. That is hard work, y'all. Somebody's texting me. Forgot to turn my sound down. I'll have to check that out in a minute. Oh, get it, baby. Get out of there. Be sure you guys can see that baby. Move just a little bit closer. There we go. Come on. Trying to get a good close-up on that newest baby there. You're right on both, Scotty. They can't stay awake for very long at all. And yes, it was a turtle chick, but look at there. That baby has shed its shell, and there it is. There's the newest. Number 8. Number 8. Welcome to the world, little one. Oh, cutie. Now you get in the melee with your siblings here. Say, well, I'm going to rest now because I just got out of there. All right. Mercy, y'all. I'm getting a little excited. Going a little crazy in the back. This one is now making its way around. Oop. There we go. Well, good. We did catch one of them hatching. I'm not going to get to stay on here much longer. I got to get to work. That one right over here is getting close. That baby's flopping around, moving from one side to the other. But the good thing is it's drying off. Thanks, Maggie. You stay safe too. Have a great day. I'm gonna wait probably about 5 more minutes, guys, and I'm gonna have to get off of here, and we'll see if that other one hatches yet. But I'll probably do another live later to show, if not another one hatching, at least show which ones, how many we ended up with. You're too funny, Scotty. Now that you've come out, you're going to go try to encourage the other three over here on this side to come on and get out. Oh, see that one? Well, they've turned that one up where you can see it a little better. You can see the feathers. Let's see. Come on, babies. Oh, careful. Hush, moose. Come on, little ones. Had to look at the one towards the back there. Mercy. I just love the flurry of activity followed by, you just got to lay out. Alright, well, I don't guess I'm going to get any more to hatch before I need to get to work. But we do have 8 babies. We did get to see the one hatch for sure. And I'll try to keep filming on these others and try to catch some of them hatching as well. We'll see what we can get. But let me check something. Alright, well, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed seeing that little baby be born. If you're watching this after the fact, thank you for that too. Thank you for all the thumbs ups. We really appreciate it. But you guys have a great day, and you will get to see these babies again. So see you later, everybody.